Sanibonani, Zumalang, Malweni, Huyanan. It's Super Inspired. Back with another video.
So Khanyi Mbau admits to the consequences of a lifestyle. You're going to check out 2 videos and we'll react to them. I want to hear your thoughts on that.
Okay.
You're famous for being famous.
Yes.
Okay. And you didn't get rich.
No.
You married a rich man.
Yes.
Was that your aspiration, to marry a rich man?
No, I fell in love with a rich man that married me, and obviously he introduced me to all these things that I fell in love with,
Yeah,
and I got used to.
Quite cool. I mean,
it was cool. I mean, I was 19. I was 19, and here's all of these things, and he's putting them at my feet.
He may not have married him if he was dirt poor squatter. Let's face it.
True. I wouldn't have married him if he was squatted, honestly, no.
No. I wouldn't be in your... I mean, you may have loved him, but you weren't going to go and live in Orange Farm.
No.
No.
And I still won't live in it, no.
No Jimmy Tuesday?
No. No Manala Planix, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I like about you, unlike many of the people, I mean, you're honest, you know. I mean, you are unashamedly after a rich man. And I don't think that's, I mean, you're very open about that.
I won't date a poor man, but I don't make it my business to find them.
Yeah, but you're not going to date a poor man. He's going to get dumped like a hot cake.
No, he's not even going to get in.
Oh, he's not going to get in?
No.
He's not even going to get in?
Don't even look at me like...
Okay, he's not even going to like call your name? No phone number for him?
No.
Okay. People pay you a fortune just to make an appearance?
Yes.
I mean, how much do you charge for that?
35,000 standard for an hour or 2.
Khanyi, I think that was admirable and so moving that she could own the things that she contributed to the way that young girls are thinking today.
My generation that created this culture, the Queen of Bling culture, it was me covering my wounds with what shines and thought it was gold. Do you understand? But now, I went into self now because I went through abuse chasing these things. I went through loss chasing these things. I lost my dignity, I lost my voice, because when you're with a man that gives you all of that, you have no voice. You're just a doll sitting on a shelf. I had to go into self because it gave me depression. I had to go in and find myself. And I did, and I understood that we put these men under pressure. And this is why there are things like abuse. There are things like men that are not matching up. I am not saying GBV is good. It's also, let's use the English term, a mental thing, but it's also men acting out of, you know, when you feel smothered, you're going to end up going, I need to breathe. Sometimes GBV comes from that because as women, we don't know our places.
And you're not allowed to say that, because if you say that, Uguti...
it's trending right now. It's trending right now. They're hitting her right now.
It's the truth, but what I'm trying to say is if we all knew where to be on the field, the game would run smoothly.
So this is a nice thing that with Khanyi Mbau, because you saw her at 19 and now you're seeing her in her 40s or whatever.
Yeah.
She's a completely different person.
Yeah.
She's more introspective and she understands that that lifestyle she was living was planned.
And consequences of it. And she's trying to be like, yo, this is how it is.
But when you're 19, you don't think of all these things.
You don't think of it because you think, yo, you've got a bright future ahead of you, whatever. Like, when you're younger, honestly, you don't take life seriously. You know, you feel like you're going to be young forever. You're going to be that person, you know. And that's not how life works. She's been lucky that she's been one of those people that have managed, even though they've been in and out of popularity or fame or whatever, or relevance, but she has managed to always bounce back and reinvent herself in different ways, even though she'll forever be known as the sugar baby Khanyi, you know. But she actually reinvented herself in different ways, and not everybody has that opportunity to do that. Even though, yes, a big part of her hustle is obviously still dating rich men. I think that hasn't really changed. Think about the ones that are not in fame, where they can bounce from one idea to another. Just think of a regular girl who was taken young, started dating sugar daddies young, getting everything, getting with the cars or whatever, and then the moment that they run, they lose value or whatever. Then it's like you left, like, you know, one thing you left stranded basically, and it's like you've lost a good part of your life. A lot of these girls don't think about, like, well, let me do something, maybe let me, I don't know, get a job or go to school or whatever. They don't try to do something post this, or prepare for after that. And that is why a lot of them get left so high and dry afterwards.
So my main goal in all of this is, if you want to live this life, sure, do you. It's your life. You can live it. You can do whatever you want. I'm just here, just trying to give you the other side, and for people to be more informed about the consequences of these decisions, of this kind of lifestyle, that it's not all rosy, that it's not all fun and games. You know, she was literally speaking that she was depressed. She's gone through depression because of this. She's lost her dignity because of this. You know, a lot of people do not speak about these things because, I don't know, maybe they want to lead women astray. So I just wanted to raise awareness to this, and it's good for Khanyi Mbau to come out and actually state all these things, because we don't see this enough in mainstream media.
Like, I like people to do things knowing.
Yeah.
Like, do what you must, do what you can do.
That what you must.
Yeah.
That what you must.
But at least do it knowing.
Yeah. Go into something knowing what's going to happen.
What's going to happen.
Yeah. Don't be that person who's already inside and you're like, I didn't know.
And you're like, oh, I was looking at so and so and it looked like it was nice, whatever. No. So, especially being a young person, you have options. You have different options, and trust me, what you decide in your young years will have a huge effect in your later life. Like, it will definitely have. So you gotta pick them wisely. You gotta pick that path wisely. It's not easy to bounce back into another path, or I don't know, reinvent yourself or stop. Like, a lot of young people meet the wrong guys as well in those situations. Next thing, the person's a drug addict. Next thing, you are just a good for nothing, like your whole life is finished, messed up. And you were such a beautiful young person who had so much ahead of him. Some people were doing even great at school. Next thing, they mix up with the wrong people and their life is just messed up. And sometimes we're just doing the things because it seems cool in the moment. And the whole peer pressure situation gets a lot. And obviously for young girls, peer pressure is going to be real right now, because many women are speaking this lingo.
So for me, kudos to Khanyi Mbau for talking that talk. For me, it's always good to hear from the horse's mouth, because if it comes from men or a person like me saying these things, I'll look like a hater, I'll seem like I don't know what I'm talking about. But it's always good to hear from the person's mouth
or
that
like you're misogynist or whatever.
It's always good to hear from the person's mouth that no, this life is not as good as you think it is, and I went through this and this and that, so that you can also be more informed before you make that decision. And kudos to Khanyi Mbau. I respect it, and I hope that more women in that situation come out and inform people that this life is not as rosy as people make it out to be. But you guys let us know what you think about this whole situation. Don't forget to like, subscribe.
And keep watching. Goodbye.
We'll check you guys in the next one.